In a busy city hospital, there was a small room labeled Charity Fund, Anonymous Donations. No one knew who placed the money there. Patients and families whispered about the mysterious donor who never showed their face. One morning, a young nurse named Leela noticed a family sitting quietly in the hallway. The father had a broken leg and could no longer work. The mother worked 2 jobs, yet the hospital bills kept growing. Their little daughter, Maya, needed a life-saving surgery, but the family couldn't afford it. Lila watched the mother count her remaining coins with shaking hands. Out of hope more than expectation, Lila checked the charity fund box. Inside was a thick envelope. When she opened it, her breath caught it held the exact amount needed for Maya's surgery. When the family heard the news, tears flowed freely. They held each other in disbelief, grateful to a stranger who asked for nothing in return. Curious, Lila tried to find out who the donor was. She asked doctors, nurses, cleaners, and volunteers. No one claimed the money. Days turned into weeks, and every month the charity fund quietly helped another struggling family. The donor remained invisible. One rainy evening, as Leela prepared to leave, she noticed an old man walking out of the hospital. His coat was worn, his shoes old, and a small satchel hung from his shoulder. Something about him felt familiar. Without thinking, she followed him and gently asked, "Sir, are you the one who leaves the donations?" The old man stopped. He looked at her with tired but kind eyes and said softly, "I don't want anyone to know. My life is simple, but I want to help those who are suffering more than me." Before she could ask anything else, he walked away, leaving the mystery unfinished. A month later, disaster struck. A massive fire filled the hospital with injured patients. Doctors rushed, nurses panicked, and supplies began to run low. That night, a new envelope appeared in the charity fund. It was larger than any before. Inside was a note. "I have nothing left for myself, but I still have enough to save lives. Your invisible friend." The staff stood in silence, stunned by the sacrifice of someone they barely knew. Months later, the old man returned to the hospital, not to donate, but for an X-ray. He had fallen ill. As the staff rushed to help him, they realized something painful. He had never asked for help before, never complained, never told anyone his name. Leela sat beside him and whispered, "Thank you for saving so many lives." The old man smiled weakly and replied, "I didn't save them, they saved me." Every smile I witnessed gave my life meaning. He closed his eyes peacefully, knowing his kindness had lived far beyond him. True kindness doesn't need recognition. The quietest acts can change countless lives. Some heroes remain invisible, but their impact lasts forever.